going to make a Christmas lamp, street light, or what you're gonna call it. I have the drawings here and I will link in the info box here below for this template. I'm going to put that aside for now because I want to make the pole for it, and for that I have my knitting needle. And normally a street lamp is around 2 meters tall altogether, 2.5 meters. But that is a little too tall for the box where I'm going to put it, also because we need the light on top. So I'm going to make mine 1.5 meter. This is a 1 to 12 scale, so 1.5 meter, that's this. So let's see, 1.5, that's around here. So that's the length of my lamp. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to place it around my middle knitting needle here, and we don't want it to overlap, so I'm going to roll this nice so you won't see the connection. So you have this long nice tube, and I rolled out some more clay also in the setting 2 on my pasta machine. So I have a little more here, and I'm going to use that for kind of decorating. And I decided to round off the corner here on the inside. So I'm just taking a tool of some kind and just rounding off this corner. And you can decorate it by taking some more pieces of clay and putting around where you want it so it looks like you want for the pole. I baked this so it's all hardened, and it can be a bit difficult to get it off, but I usually take a tool and grip it really good and then I twist it, what can be really hard. I did loosen this up and then I just twist it carefully to get it off my rod here. I rolled a piece of clay out in a setting 4 and I cut out these parts. I'm going to put these away and then just concentrate on this one. And we need 4 of these, so I am going to place that and cut one of these out. Make the frame piece here as nice as possible, and I'm going to make 3 more so I have 4 altogether. And the easy way from here would be to take your Fimo liquid and fill up the hole here before you bake it. I'm going to use resin later. So I have my 4 pieces, and I rolled out a piece of clay in a size 2 or setting 2, and I'm going to take this tiny piece, the small one of these 2, and I'm going to cut it out just a tiny bit bigger. Come on, there we go. So as I'm going to make this light with an inside light bulb, so I'm going to make a hole for the wires. Now I'm going to take these 4 pieces. As you can see, they have a nice side and a not that nice side, and I'm going to take my bacon bond for this next step. If you just have a balloon light, you can put that inside the lamp when it's all done, then you don't need the hole right there, but I don't have that. So I'm putting some bacon bond on the ends of 2 of these pieces and on the side of one of the pieces. There we go. And I'm going to place these so that I have the bacon bond together here in the corner. So I baked this. I don't like the bottom part here, so I'm going to do something, and I don't like the connection here. So I'm going to take another piece of clay that I rolled out on a setting 2 as well. And I'm making a hole in the middle, fitting to the one I have right there. So I'm going to take my bacon bond, and I take this piece and I am going to place it so the hole is lying right. So I am going to cut off the corners here. There we go. And I'm going to release it from my plate. So it looks like this. And I'm going to bend up these flaps. So I'm going to take my work tool here and I'm going to blend the corners here so you don't see that the clay is connected right there. And I take this circle That's just my cat. So I take this circle cutter that is bigger than my tube and smaller than this, and I am going to pop out a circle of that, and I'm going to make the edge here nice, and I want it to lie perfectly centered, so I need to wait with making the hole. The hole I make here just needs to be big enough for the wires, and it is. So I have my black gooey thing right here, so I'm going to take some of it on this thing and put it here on the edge to make this edge or this connection look better. I'm going to make a stand for this, so I'm going to take the tiny one of these and cut out, and I rolled out this clay on a setting 1, also on my setting 1 on the pasta machine, and there we go. And I'm cutting this lower piece out in a tiny bit bigger than the first one. A tiny indent here on the bottom, and some of my bacon bond, and I want the hole in the middle, and that is around here. Placing this is standing straight, so this will be my pole for the lamp. So I'm going to make the top for this little part, and for this I rolled out a piece of black clay on a setting 2, and I'm going to take this one and squeeze it down into my clay so I have this imprint, and I'm going to cut it at the inside imprint here. I have that right here. So I'm going to take this little part and I'm going to place it on this bigger piece. Place this on top, and I'm going to cut along the sides, and I'm going to bake this before I continue working on it. So I glued this part on the beam, or what you call that, by taking some E6000 and putting on this part and a little on this part, and then just fuse them together. Then I have the top here that goes down like that. So I'm going to make a design on top of this, and I'm just trying to work with the flow. So I picked this part, so that's done too. Now I'm going for the glass in this clock, and I'm going to take some painter tape or masking tape, and I'm going to take a piece of that, and I'm going to place it down here and place it nice like that. Then I'm going to take a little piece of metal foil and my UV resin. So I have resin there, and I have this white glitter. You could put some red coloring or something in there, but I just want the glitter in there because I think that will be really awesome when the light is on in this light bulb. So I'm going to mix the glitter in here, taking some of this resin and place it here on the masking tape all the way around, and I'm going to put a tiny extra blob in there to make sure there is enough. So I did it on all four sides. So I'm going to take some silver colored acrylic paint, and I am going to take a tiny bit of it and just brush it all over the lamp here to make it look a little more metallic. So I painted it all silver, but here's the light, and I have this light switch, so I'm just turning it on, and then there's light. So I hope you like this, and all I have left to say is happy crafting.